Former Ekiti State Governor Peter Ayodele Fayose on Friday led Governors Kayode Fayemi, Babajide Sanwo-Olu and Rotimi Akeredolu of the APC to meet Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike. Even though they kept sealed lips on what they discussed, what do you think is the significance of that visit?
Well, I is difficult to talk about the significance of the visit. You can only see clearly that there's crisis in the PDP. Wike is tightening the screw, is making life more and more unbearable for Atiku's minders. Wike is not the sort of person that you won't want to have on your side. And he's keeping the Atiku people guessing now. First, she has already told us that Wike will not support Atiku. I don't know whether Wike has a mind of his own or Fauci is the person who thinks for him. Wike said at the convention, the presidential convention of the PDP, that he will support whoever emerges the winner. And they went to his house to greet him after he lost the election. I don't know now whether he has decided to change his mind, but he did promise to support the winner. The truth is, having lost both the presidential election and the vice presidential slots, Wike is in a angry mood. He's angry. He's in an angry mood now, and he is keeping them guessing. They don't know what he will do next. One thing that I know is that Wike wants his own person to succeed him. How does he join the APC? He may not join the APC, but he may work against the candidates of his party or simply refuse to do anything. If he refuses to do anything, provide funding, provide support of any kind, that will play into the hands of the APC, and that will make the APC happy. But if he decides to join the APC, what will happen to the candidates that he has installed? He has installed the Accountant General of Rivers State as the candidate of the PDP for the governorship election. He will very much want his own person to become the next governor of the state. And his own person is the Accountant General of the state that he installed. Now, if he joins the APC, will he now work for Rotimi Amechi's candidates? So this presents a dilemma. If he has to make a choice as per who will be the next governor of the state, it will be his own candidate, and that is the candidate of the PDP, which means is he going to come out of the PDP and still support the governorship candidate of the PDP in Rivers State? So it's a dicey situation. One thing that makes him angry is the fact that his party, despite having a preponderance of governors from the South, refused to give the presidency to the South. Instead, the party allowed a situation, an all-commerce affair situation, which enabled Atiku to become the presidential standard bearer of the PDP. This does not make him happy. He felt that the leadership of the party should have zoned the presidency outright to the South. And he felt that the governors didn't do enough. So he's angry with so many people that have something to do with the PDP. He's merely showing his anger at this time. And the party will need to take tremendous steps to try to stop him from rocking the boat, because his aggressive nature has some of his merits. The fact that he has funded the party more than anybody also has his merits. So the party will have to do their best to placate him and keep him on side. But the way he's playing the politics now is keeping them guessing. They don't know what he will do next. But I can tell you that of all the options available to him, the best will simply be to not work for the candidate or the presidential candidate of his party, while remaining in the PDP, while pushing hard for the candidate of his own party to become the governor of Rivers State. So even if he's going to change that, I don't see him leaving the PDP outright. He may just refuse to work for Atiku. He may work for the candidate of the APC, or refuse to do anything that challenges the candidate of the APC in the state, which will help the APC to garner support. I mean, if he's indifferent, it will really help that is talking about the presidential election. If Wike chooses to not support his party and stays indifferent, that will play firmly into the hands of the APC. If they can extract that kind of commitment from him, I'm sure they will be happy. Because I don't see how Wike would dump the candidate of his own party for the governorship election and support Rotimi Amaechi's candidate. He would rather want to ensure that his own party remains in power in the state and that his own candidate becomes the governor of Rivers State after his tenure. Wow. So it's still a very fluid situation.